Adventures of the Teenie Weenies. Chapter 9. China asks for a cistern. "Well, what can I do for you this morning?" asked the general, as China took off his hat and stepped into the Teenie Weenie library.
It's him. Me got a favor me want to ask.
"Sit down, sir, and tell me what it is," smiled the general, pushing a tiny chair towards China.
Well, me got a lot of washi, all the time, and me use lot of water.
"Yes, I imagine you use a lot of water."
Oh yes, me use much. Sometimes me use 10, 20, 23 tumblefuls. When me have big wash, me like water from roof. He much better to wash clothes. But when the rain, he no come down, me have to carry water from creek, and that long way to carry wash water.
"Yes, it is. And we will have to build a cistern, so you can have all the water you need without having to carry it so far."
Yes, me want a cistern. Me need cistern, and me like it very much have cistern.
"You shall have a cistern. I'll give orders for one to be built right away." The general went out in search of the old soldier, who was cutting some matches up for firewood, and the two Teenie Weenies discussed the matter of a cistern for some time.
"We ought to have a big cistern,"
said the old soldier.
"and I believe that we can make a good one by sinking a tin can in the ground."
After a great deal of talk about the matter, the little men decided to build the cistern as near to the center of the little village as possible.
"You see, if we build it at some central point, we won't have to lay so many pipes, and we will be able to catch all the water from most of the roofs."
The next morning, the little people went to work, and while several of the Teenie Weenies dug a deep hole near the shoe house, the rest went out in search of a tin can to fill the hole. On an ash heap, not far away, they found an old tin can, and after a great deal of labor, the little folks rolled it up to the hole. When the hole had been dug deep enough, the Teenie Weenies rolled it in, and then filled the earth in around the edges, so that when the work was done, only the top could be seen. The Teenie Weenie used dry hollow reeds for water pipes, and when they had been painted thoroughly with a waterproof paint, which the old soldier boiled up in a thimble, they carried the water nicely. The pipes were connected up with the spouting from the tiny roofs and laid in trenches to the cistern. The top of the can was cut off, and a tight-fitting cover was put on. A little door was left in the top of the cover, so a bucket could be lowered and water drawn up when it was needed. A bucket made out of a hazelnut was used for the purpose, and it took 3 buckets full to fill a thimble.
Now me need is rain, and me hope it rain like everything tonight.
"Well, you may have your wish,"
said the sailor, looking up at the sky.
"It sort of looks like we may have a shower tonight."
The sailor was right. It did rain that night, and it rained hard. China was up at daylight to see whether the cistern had been filled, and to the great joy of the little chap, he found it full to the very top.